Hey guys, Lazy Modding here, and we are going to be looking at update 1.1.0.0 of the Placeable Feedmill by Lazy Modding. This is kind of a fairly big workover on both sides of this, so make sure to stay tuned. If you are looking for the Maize Plus version, everything's in one video. It will just be after I get done with the base game version. So stick around for that. If you guys haven't, make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, so let's get started. So appearance wise, nothing really changes. It still has color changing and everything like that. Most of this is just more of a scripting change than really anything. So we've got a few requests about adding pig feed to the mix. So we do have pig feed added to the mix now, but you might notice that like these recipes actually look different than they used to here. Mainly just this pig recipe, because these are fairly simple. So I just kind of want to go over kind of what we are looking at. So with the 1.1.0.0 update of the feed mill, either the normal version or the Maize Plus version, production revamp is required. The mod will not function correctly if you don't have it, and if you don't have it, I am not offering support. That's my verdict on it, because I don't have time to wait around and to try to help people that can't read the instructions that are on the itch.io that will be getting published here really soon, if not already by the time you watch this video. So yeah, so now the base game mixing building can now produce TMR, mineral feed, and pig food. So fairly normal commodity setup there. So as you can tell, there's a lot more possibilities of stuff in here now, of like possible fill types and stuff. So most of that has to do with the pig. Everything based here is based from the Basegame pig formula for their food. So you either need and these lines here, each line is what we recall as a mix. So each line, if it's got these double lines on it, you only need one of those types. You don't need to have every single one of them. So if you wanted to do corn, oats, and sunflowers, you could do that. Or you could do sorghum, wheat, and beans. And then down here, these are boosters, are what they are called. So it will actually just take what you are working on and add extra to it. So that if you provide potatoes or sugar beets, you get a 0.53% more than you would without it. So just a little thing there. So that way, so if you're not doing root crops, it will still function without having those, if that makes sense. So you need either corn or sorghum. You also need either wheat, barley, or oats. And you also either need soybeans, canola, or sunflower. And then if you want an extra bonus, you could add in potatoes or sugar beets to bump it up to an extra bonus there. So also do have like storage amounts. I just went in and set everything to like 100,000 liters of storage on the pig food side of everything. I figure that's a fairly decent bet. So as far as fill types and all that stuff turns into on here, most of everything can go in this mixer. So let me see here. You do still put salt in this bin back here. if you are producing mineral feed. But if you're not making the mineral feed, then you don't really need to put anything back there. But everything else will dump right in here, so you can either load it in via a loader. I don't have one sitting over here. Or you can set a belt up and auger it in. However, whatever works for you. So, and also with production revamp, I don't know if you could even do this in Basegame or not, but you can actually buy fill types. So like we're out of corn. So if we click on the corn over here, we can go to buy, and we can buy an amount of it, and it will take off working again. So that is that. The bins are fairly the same. So this bin here is your TMR bin. This is your mineral bin. And then this is now your pig food bin. So before this update, this bin did not have a function to it. So now it does. So we will take our little Euro truck here and kind of just go under and collect some of that pig food. And but yeah, that's pretty much the only change to the base game version of this mod, pretty much. So as you can see, boom, we're adding pig food to it. So yeah, so that is that version of it, and here comes the Maize Plus version. So now we are going to look at the Maize Plus version. I am doing this on a save game just because I already have it set up and stuff like that. So it already has things in it, so just be able to make sure to listen and understand what all is going on, and you will get by just fine. So looking at it from Earth perspective, it looks the same as the base game version. The mod icon for the Maize Plus version does have a Maize Plus logo on it. And also the building has like Maize Plus add-on as well. So you should be able to tell the difference between the normal one and the Maize Plus version fairly easy. So that's always a big plus. So like I said, nothing really looks too different. Same thing as set up before. So in this bin you'll have pig feed. This bin you'll have mineral feed. And then this bin that the trailer is under, you will have your 2 TMR blends, which is the dairy blend that's included with Maize Plus and the beef blend that's with Maize Plus. So like I said earlier, make sure to download all the required mods. If you are using the Maize Plus version, you need to make sure you have production revamp downloaded, Maize Plus downloaded, and preferably the animal foods add-on also downloaded, just to make sure everything works correctly, because I've tested this for several months, or not several months, but like 2 months. So everything seems to be rolling fairly good. So we'll come around the back here first, and pretty sure there's a trigger here. Yep. So right here should be right where this pipe is in this general area is where, if you have a truck that you hold molasses in or something, this is where your tip point would be, because it would technically run it into this tank that sits in the corner here, and that is your molasses storage. Back here will be your salt storage, and then pretty much everything else will go in the mixer just like the other version. I auger some of my stuff in, like silage and stuff. I'll just put it in a truck and just dump it in instead of trying to haul it over here bucket by bucket. So that's enough on aesthetics. So go find it here. So not terribly much different looking on far as like mineral wise goes on this one. Ration blend for dairy cows is set up differently. These are what it seems to take from, I looked at the food type XML that is included with Maize Plus. So this is fairly certain what you would do if you were just putting in a mixer anyway. So you do need either 300 corn silage or 300 liters of grass silage, and then 200 liters of hay 100 liters of fermented distiller's grain or brewer's grain, whatever you want to call it. And then for extra bonus, you can have mineral feed or molasses. If you put them together, you can actually get 300% of like the normal output. So that will save you a lot of resources if you use everything. So beef cattle are kind of the same way here. You either need 250 of maize silage or 250 of grass silage, 250 liters of hay. You can either add in 100 liters of mineral, 100 liters of brewer's grain, fermented brewer's grain, 10 liters of molasses, and then it will come out. Base is 500 liters that goes for both dairy cattle and beef cattle mix, and then more you add in on this, more production you can get. So since this one technically would have both active, that makes it 300% of what it was. So this, if you added in all this, you could get like 2,000 liters. That's just a little bit of an incentive in my mind to like build, like create better stuff. So like right there, you just seen like the mineral feed just kicked in and made it so it kind of bounces around there. But yeah, so pig feed. This is also pulled from the fill types, so it's weird. Why is this not? Make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. So this is what it is. You need 475 liters of CCM, and then 50 liters of molasses. You also need 475 liters of mineral feed. I don't know why it's not showing, but it will be fixed when it releases. So you need 475 liters of CCM, 50 liters of molasses, and 475 liters of mineral feed to make 1,000 pig feed units. So no bonus here, just fairly straightforward on it. So yeah, so just make sure that you got all the mods downloaded that are required, and everything should go smooth for you. I haven't had any issues, and definitely a big shout out to the guys of Production Revamp for answering my questions, because I was a little worried about putting it in here, but it works out pretty well. So anyway, make sure to download the correct required mods for it. There is a link for it onto the itch page that you can click and download. You can also just search them up as well. So reminder, you need 3 things. You need Production Revamp, Maize Plus, and then the Animal Foods add-on for Maize Plus as well, for the Maize Plus feed mill to work correct. But yeah, hopefully you guys can enjoy the update. As usual, let me know if you have any issues. You can either send a message to the page or send a message to me on Discord. Whatever works for you. I try to check the itch.io comments as well. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll catch you around next time.